Alright guys, so it looks like Bitcoin, it's starting to slowly wake up, but as we all have been paying attention to the world of crypto, it looks like crypto has been hit by news that's outside the crypto space. I'm not going to get into anything political, but it's closely related to, I think we all know what. However, this can be a very nice time to capitalize on BTC because this time, almost like 4 years ago, we had like similar drama that's gone around the world that literally affected everyone. I think we all know what that is. And what happened then? Bitcoin tanked like crazy and then it pumped like so insane. Exactly, this could potentially be playing out in the same way, but for the meantime, let's keep everything just keep crypto related, and it looks like that we are still reacting pretty nicely to the zone over here. Only once until we break out from the zone, then can we remain to be super duper ultra bullish. However, only until we see Bitcoin close below underneath this level here, then at least we should be coming back down into this region over here. If you watched my last video, one of my last videos, I did mention that BTC could be on a verge of at least coming back down towards that 51 $52, so 51 $52,000 region of around about here. So what that mean for Corgi Inu, Shiba and Bonk? Right guys, so I'm going to give you a bullish case scenario and also bearish case scenario. So I've just given you already the bullish case scenario and the bearish for BTC. Let's quickly jump into Corgi Inu. So for the Corgi Inu, yeah, look at that guys. We had exactly broken down below over here. The confirmation for that is the fact that we've actually closed below it right here. Let me just move the arrow so you can see it more clearer. Right, okay, so as we close below this level there, ultimately we're going to be coming back down to retest this level here, exactly what it had occurred. However, we did not close below this level here, which means at least for now we won't be retesting down to this level. Let me do a full screen. Right, okay, so for now we have not completely broken out of this level or closed below this level here, so that means at least for now we're not going to be retesting down to this level, although I wouldn't mind for us to come back down to this level there. Let me just duplicate this, because once we do, that should be a nicer move for us to be pumping to the upside, this level over here. Yeah, so if we do come back down to this level, I'll be looking to load up more in this area, because once we do decide to pump up from that level, that should give us a nice return from here to there of roughly around about 160%. Then only once we break above this larger rectangular box there, we should be continuing up, breaking the last all-time high and get into a discovery phase, which would be absolutely insane. Yeah, because I still have a crazy prediction for Corgi Inu, and you can go check out my previous videos for that. But I'll tell you what, why don't we just talk about it here very briefly as well. I reckon we can easily hit roughly around about a half a cent from here. So a half a cent from here. I know a lot of you guys are gonna go get into the whole token metrics and etc. But in a bull season, it doesn't actually matter so much. What matters is how many people are jumping in to get these tokens. So if we do get up to roughly around about a half a cent mark, or at least close to it, that would put us in terms of percentage like nearly 240% 1000% move to the upside. So I'm still always going to be super bullish on Corgi Inu, but that is just my prediction, guys. I might be wrong. It may not even happen in this bull season, but it might in the next. Either way, guys, I'm going to hold it on to this and see how we react during the bull season. So that's my prediction. I'll give you a bullish case and also a bearish case scenario for Corgi Inu. Let's move over to Shiba Inu. And for the Shiba Inu, it looks like we are bouncing exactly in this level here, because if you pay attention closely, it looks like that we have literally hit and broken below this level down here. Now this could be only if you remain green for today, because don't forget guys, it's Sunday, last day of the week. If you remain green here, then the next candle I'll be paying extra attention to, because if I do see another green candle bigger than the current green candle, my first target would be right up here, and only until we break above this level here and get into this next level up there, that should give me more of at least confidence that we are going to be on a bullish trend. However, if we do break down below here and close below it, I reckon we'll be heading our way back down into these levels here. Now I know most people don't want to see that. They only want to see us to be on a continual upward market, but nothing stays up forever, guys. Quite literally. So that move from here to there, that will give us another 54% move to the downside. However, if we do break above this level up here, now this should give us at least a not so bad but modest move of 29-32% move to the upside. But once we do break above this level over here, then we should be in a much more bullish move to the upside and to get into that discovery. Well, I want to discovery phase. Would that be a discovery phase? No. Then at least we go, at least try to retest back to the last all-time highs for Shiba Inu. I believe we're still roughly around about 32,000% away from that nearly 1 cent mark. But what I'll do in this video, we will, what am I doing? What I'll do in this video, I will measure it from, I'll bring out the measuring tool and I will measure it from the current price, because once we do get up to those like in a 0.5% or 1 cent mark, I still reckon we can quite easily get to that 1 cent mark. Fairly easily, I reckon, in this bull season. So once we do, guys, look at that. That's like nearly 1.5 cents. That'll be another potentially 51,000% move to the upside. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think this could be doable? I think so. I think this could be extremely doable for a couple of reasons. One, token burns. They're going to be burning quite a lot of tokens. I think they've already burnt more than 120 trillion tokens and still burning. And guys, that is going to be really good news for Shiba Inu, because finally we can see some crazy explosion in terms of price and in demand for Shiba. Secondly, they got a really strong community, and thirdly, there will be some use cases coming in for Shiba Inu. So let's keep closely paying attention to that via the Twitter X and all forms of reliable social media platforms. So I'll give you the bullish case scenario and the bearish case scenario for Shiba Inu. And finally, let's head over to Bonk, because this may make you go a little bonkers. Okay, so with Bonk, how do you go into this trade, guys? You will be at least up from this level from here up to there, nearly 27% move to the upside. Why? Because if we zoom in slightly, we've actually gone into the larger rectangle box over here. Now sometimes we don't even have to enter the trade precisely in a zone here. Anywhere within this range here would be good enough to enter into a trade, because once we come back down and ultimately test even the bottom half of the larger rectangular box, it should be a decent level of support. Unless we tank like crazy, you should be adding a stop loss. Remember guys, I'm using a KuCoin database for Bonk. So that means you can actually do leverage trading on KuCoin with Bonk or do your normal spot trade. But to keep it safe, guys, let's do spot trading instead. Unless if you've been trading for long enough, then you could choose to decide to do whatever you like. But for anyone else who doesn't know how to trade properly or is not quite comfortable, stick with the spot trading because at least you're not risking of blowing up your account because essentially you're just holding all these coins. All right, so we came back that into this area. We've currently gone straight above this larger rectangular box, which is quite good news actually, because look much further to the left, it looks like this is our major support area. As long as we stay above the box over here, we should be retesting back up into the zone. So let's say, for example, that you're currently in a trade where you've entered anywhere within a box over here. Let's pull out the measuring tool. So from here to there, it will give you an easy 76% move to the upside. Because in that way, we'll be clearing all this invalidation area over here and looking to retest or at least try to smash this level to go up to the next one. So the next level will be up here in this region over there. That will give you 124% move to the upside, only if you trade it anywhere along there. So you can work that out, guys. So that's quite an easy, straightforward looking chart from Bonk. However, we still would like to see a much higher push for Bonk because once we do clear here, we will be off to the races. And I reckon with Bonk that we should be able to also hit anywhere between a half a cent to 1 cent mark. In fact, even if you hit a half a cent, I'll be quite happy to take a lot of profit, off the tables because from here to roughly around about half a cent mark, it will give us a 34,000% move to the upside. So, guys, so there you have it. We've gone through Bonk, Shiba Inu, and we've gone through Corgi Inu as well. But remember, whatever happens, we need to also be paying attention to Bitcoin because ultimately Bitcoin really does decide on where the rest of the altcoins will be heading. But as long as Bitcoin is holding this level and going sideways and slowly pushing to the upside, then we can count our chickens and be thankful for that move by Bitcoin or that potential move by Bitcoin because it will push the rest of the markets up along with it. So hopefully this has given you some reassurance. And so far, Bonk is looking really, really healthy at the minute. We're just going to quickly head over to my Patreon. Right, guys, so on my Patreon page, you have several options. But if you're more focused on trading and learning how to trade, you can go for my popular tier, which is the Total Crypto 23 Trading Coach, which only costs about £17 or $20. And I will teach you exactly how I trade, but most importantly, give you the most easiest methods for you to follow, which you can learn everything within the 1 hour session with myself over by Skype or Google Meet. Thereafter, you can use me as a mentoring or mentorship, which means that you can drop me a message via the Telegram or over the Patreon. We can have a discussion about your future entries for your potential trades. And if you get stuck in a trade, you can also communicate with me to see how we can save your trade. But ultimately, this will teach you how to trade like the way that I do. Consistency, guys, is the key. Otherwise, if you're a bit lazy and you don't really want to be trading at all, but you just need someone to give you, when to enter and when to exit, you may head over to my crypto trade alerts, and that way it only costs you about £8.50 or $10, depending where you're from around the world. This one's quite handy, guys, because look, let's say for instance you get into any of these coins, but because we've been focusing on Bonk Shiba Inu and Corgi Inu. Let's say had you entered over here with $100, and once you do hit your target of, let's say, 90 or even 100%, you've already made your $100. And that is just by simply going over to my Patreon page, join my crypto trade alerts by paying only £8.50, or let's say $10. You've already made over £100, and that is simply by being part of the trade course community. And you can profit from an easy trade without having to do all the trading yourself. All you gotta do is enter at the areas where I'll show you where it is most likely where you would get a particular big wins. But depending which platform you use, and if you like to use leverage, I will also show you where to place your stop loss and where to enter and when to take a profit. So I hope that is also useful and informative for everybody else. So for anyone who likes to actually learn, my most popular tiered memberships are right over here. But if you don't want to particularly learn, or you much rather get your trade course so you can make decent trades like this, then guys, head over to my Patreon, and hopefully I'll be able to help you to be more successful in your crypto journey. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. So if you do find my video useful and informative, what you are waiting for, to give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be updated for all my latest content. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, you must subscribe over here. And if you'd like to check out my last two videos here and there, go check them out, and I'll see you all in the next one.